Hi everyone, been down the bank real early again. It's the best time, nobody is around, so you can take your time. So this morning I've got $480 worth of Australian $1 coins and $170 worth of 50-cent pieces, which is a massive amount there. That's 17 rolls and 24 rolls. So a total of $650 worth. So we'll get into them, see what we got today. I quickly dived over to the bank because I had $50 on me still. So I thought I'll get some 20-cent pieces to put in with the 50 cents and the $1 noodle. So I got $48 of 20-cent pieces, and because they come in fours, I had to get a little roll of 5-cent pieces, $2 worth. So we'll look at that. I forgot to mention before I do any noodling, while I was over there getting them, I'll check the hoppers on the deposit machines. And sometimes the bank people will put them just sitting out on the top if they must check them for coins, and they just sit them on the top. So over there was a 50p 1997 UK English 50p, nothing special, and there was a 1999 standard head with an error. It's got a massive card on the tail, a big egg shape. So there you can see a massive egg shape on there. I've been saying that you can get the 99s get the most tail cuds, and they get the biggest, by far the biggest. That is huge by standards of die chips. That's a massive die chip out of there. Huge, really tall. Look at that, that's massive. Anyway, that was sitting in on the top. They'd taken it out of the hopper and put it on the top with that 50p. I didn't see it when I went over before. But anyway, there you go. So there's a nice couple of good dollars anyway for that one. Error coin, 1999, small standard head. You never find any of these cuds on the large head 1999 variety. Never. I've never found one, and I've had a lot of them. So anyway, we'll noodle through those 20 cents, 50 cents and $1 now. Okay, after that big noodle, that was 1,100 coins for $700 worth of coins. So I had 480 of ones, I had 170 of 50s, I had $48 of 20s and $2 of 5-cent pieces. So all up I kept 62 coins, which is quite a bit. And that was 29 $1, 22 50-cent pieces, 10 20-cent pieces, and 1 5-cent piece. I'll show them up close. I'll do the 20 cents and the 5 cents up closer, and the 50s on their own and the dollars on their own for the review on them, with a few close-ups to be done on each one too. Okay, after checking that $48 worth of 20-cent pieces and $2 of 5-cent pieces, I kept 1 5 cents, that's all. It's a 1994. I'll show it up close so you can see it, but there's a variety with the 1991, 92, 93 and 94 5-cent pieces, and they have a variety where the SD that's underneath here is large, and quite large. It comes up and looks like a snake coming out of a basket, a cobra snake. So I'll show that up close. So yeah, look out for them, 91, 92, 93, 94, and they have the large SD variety, all of them. So I'll show that SD up close. And then I've got 1967, really good condition, hardly any wear on there. I'll keep it. They made 80 million of them, or 83 or something. But you don't find them in very good condition. So that one's nice. Underlying under that dirt there is quite a nice coin. There's not much wear at all. And on the face. So I'll keep that one. And then I've got a 1969, 20 cents, which is 16 mil on them, and I'll keep that one. That one's not too bad either, not much wear there. Put it around fine plus, I suppose, for that condition. And then I have two 2021 JC, 20 cent pieces. No mintage figures on them, so I just keep the best of the ones that I find. So there was quite a few in here. Well, not quite a few, there's probably about 6. So I kept those two anyway. And again, they only cost 20 cents. So you save your money, you can go through and sort them out. Just collect tons of them and then go through, pick out your best 10 or something and spend the rest. So then out of $48 of 20 cent pieces, as I tell everyone that follows me, you'll get at least one 3.5 claw Canadian minted 1981 in, I used to say 10, well, you should in 10, but if you go $20, you'll get one. And in 48 here, I got 4, so I'm staying roughly in the one every $12 worth of coins. So they're not too bad a condition. That one is. These are around the mediocre. They can be worse. That one's probably the worst. Then that one, then that one the best one. And so on the front, the planchet is flat. The base of the letters and the numbers have fishtails in them, so they're curved at the bottom. So they curve around like that at the bottom. The Welsh and Canberra minted 1981s, the base of the lettering is flat. There's no curve at all, it's just flat like that. And the planchet is concave, it's pushed down. They use higher pressures and so the queen actually sits down. Here the queen sits right on top because that's flat. And then you turn it over and you'll have the very first claw there in half. It's about 3/5 in actual fact of the other claws, not half. Finishes in a nice bullet shape. The field above it is clear. No lines, no little lines or anything that happens with the Canberra and the Welsh ones when it's a die fill. You'll find the first one or any of them die filled, but there's if they're broken, well, you'll see that it's broken in the middle. But if it's the tops of the claws that are missing, where it's missing in that field there, if you look, you'll always see a spike where it was the remainder of that claw. You've got to turn it around in the light. Sometimes they're really hard to pick up. But if on the other side it's got a concave planchet and flat letters here, then and any of them claws filled or missing, it's a Canberra or Welsh minted. The Canadians curved base, flat planchet, turn it over and you'll have a half claw every time, that very first one. The nostrils on these are also bigger and flared, exactly the same as the Canberra. The Welsh ones have smaller nostrils, that's the only one out of the 3. So the Welsh coins have small nostrils, the Canberra and the Canadian have large flared nostrils. Now I've done a video on this so you can look at that video and show it up close and you'll see all the difference between these and the Canberra and Welsh minted die fill errors. These are die varieties. That was the Canadian mint mark, was the half claw, and it's got a different obverse. It's got curve based letters. So I've got 4 of them. And then here I've got a 2007 variety, and it's the wide leg 7. So the 7 here, the leg on it is wide, the end is pointy, round pointy. The O's on this are elliptical in the center, they're more egg shaped, and the 2 has a different tail, which is the serif. This on the wide 7 It's short and round like a ducktail. So ducktail, duck eggs, wide leg. The thin 7 is thin leg. The O's, if you look in the centre, not the outside, but in the centre, are more round. And the 2, the serif, is taller and has a square on the top. And the 7 is pointy, whereas this is rounded. So they're, not overly easy to come by, but there's a variety for you. 2007, 20 cent, wide 7 date variety. Well, it's wide 7, different serif 2, and different O's as well. And then this one here is another wide 7, but it's got doubling of the date and the letters here right up to U. And so it's had a little bit of a die shift. So as it struck, so as it came down and struck it, it did a little movement, side movement, and as it does that, it extrudes it sideways or that way. It's not double struck. This side's clear. Sometimes you'll get the first couple of letters here done when it's done over that side, but this time they're clear. So a nice doubling of the date, and most of Australia from U to A. So I'll show that up close as well. Okay, so that's the 20 cent pieces done. Do the 50 cents next. Okay, after checking that $170 worth of 50 cent pieces, I kept 21 coins in total. So I kept the 1988 tall ships. Really like those coins, and they keep their money too. They're in top condition. They're worth a few bucks. So they were 9 million on those ones. And then don't see many of these. 1991, 25 years of decimal. They're just over 5 million, 5.1 million. So very nice, the RAM. And then two 1997s at 4.3 million. I keep the 97s. I'll go through them and pick the best ones out. But they still are low mintage. So, and again, you can spend these, any that you keep extra of, you can spend them later. And then I got 5 2016 changeover. They're 7 mil, but I like them and I'll keep them. And then I don't know if this is the first one I found of the 2017 Indigenous languages, or the languages on there, or the names. I think that might be my first one. The thing with this coin too is don't get caught out thinking that you've got a rotated coin when you find these, because the way they made it, that coin design is actually 180 degrees out. If I turn that over here, see, there's the queen facing this way. So the actual coin sits that way, and when you turn it over, it's like that. But because of the lengths of the names, this is the first one that I know of, very first coin, that is minted 180 degrees out. So don't get caught out when you turn it over and think, oh, you got a rotated coin and it's worth heaps, because no, this one's natural. So 2017, very nice coin too, that. Then two 2018, they're low mint, 3.7 mil. I keep all of them. I'll go through them and choose the best ones I've got later on. After I check the pricing of them, if they're going up, I'll be keeping them. Their coat of arms on the back. I'll leave that one over so you can see its coat of arms. And then I got unbelievably lovely 2019 IRB 50 cent piece. Very low mintage, 240,000 on them. Find less of them than the JC 2019, and I've got 3 of them. In actual fact, I've got 4, but I'll get to that one. I've got 3 here, and they are at 70,000 as of today, early May 2021. There's mintage figure is going to come out in the annual report, and they should state exactly what the mintage figure is on these 50-cent pieces. So we'll see in the annual report, but irrespective, lowest mint coin, 50-cent circulating coin out there. Then that's low mints and keepables, those ones, and then here is the error coins, which I'll do close-ups on all of them. So what we've got is a 2001, and talking about doubling, that's what this is. It's all doubled up. This is the Federation coat of arms 50 cents. Look for these, they have what's known as trail lines on them. You've got to turn the coin around into the light and you'll see these long lines in between all the design, always on from there across, always vertical, never horizontal, and they're never on that side of the coin. From there across, never seen them. They look like die cracks, but they're not. They're dead straight and they're like this stick. They're round humps. They can be very low and hard to see, but you turn them in the light and you'll see them. And that's from leftover lint or something that's burrowed into the die, and the die it's left a mark in the die. It's not struck through, it's actually gone. It's left a mark in there, and it creates furrows in the die. And when it presses it, when it mints it, it leaves these lines going across like this stick, and they're round. So look for them. Turn that back over. So I'll show you close up of that with the doubling. So what's happened is it's been struck and it's just shifted a little bit like that, you know, like you do with any gas. When you do that to it, it extrudes it sideways out of there. It's not double strike. Here is a 2005, end of World War II, and this is the one that I tell everyone it's got the most errors that you can find on any coin. They stopped production halfway through the year that the dies got so bad, and they never produced what they were going to produce. They were a shocker for them to mint, and so you find up to 35 different combinations I've found of errors on front and back. So on this one, it's really good. I'll show you this one up close. It's got a big cut on the hair, on the chin, and on the schnoz. So I'll show you those ones. It's a pity it's a little bit dirty. But I'll see if I can wash it, because I don't care. I've got quite a few of these now, but not with the combination. I haven't found many with very many combinations lately. But you can get them with these three. And then on the hair up here, through, you can get them on the crown, up here on the hair, right on that corner of the hair. You can get it on the eyebrows, you can get them on the cheeks, and then you can get them on the other side with all die cracks and cuts, and then you can get a mix of them on the front and on the back, and you could get the nose on this side and the back with cut on the gown, and then you could get the same two, but then it's got just the hair one and the nose one here. You can get combinations galore. So look for them, they're really good fun to find all different combinations of the errors on them. So that's a 2005, end of World War II, and you get some really beauties on there. So look for that one. And then we got 2007 here. It's got a few dings on them, just there, a bit of a pity. And around here, so it's had a little bit of knocks. Real beauty. All the way from there, all the way through, everywhere here. All this is doubled, right through here, and it's all filled in. The design is filled. All filled in. And here, that's filled. They should be nice and clear, but it's filled up. So we got worn dye and dye fill. And it's come right through nice. I'll show all that up close because that looks really good. A little bit worse, and that would be just all like one piece with the legs, which it already is here. It's so filled up, it just goes with the leg there. I'll show that close up. 2007 dye fill and dye wear for sure. And then over here is the ones that I've been finding quite often and getting a set of them now. And it's where this is a 2016 and unbelievably, fantastically a 2019. Now we're talking 70,000 at the moment. Obviously it's going to go up, but irrespective, rare to find errors because they're so low mint. And they probably pick it up pretty quick on the dyes too. You know, be checking them more regular doing lower mints, I'd say. And so the 2016 and 2019, I've been getting a set of coins now, 50 cents, a 2010, 2013, 2016, 2017, and now a 2019 JC with the cut error on the back of the kangaroo here. So there's definitely a weakness in the dye, and they're having problems with quite a lot of years. From 2010 I've got it at the moment, the lowest one. That's a 2016, I've already got two of them, that makes three. And I've got two 17s, I think three 10s, one 13, and now a 2019 with a cut on the kangaroo. So they definitely had problems along here in the dye. So the dye's chipped and caused that cut there, and the dye's chipped, but this place here seems to be the most common. It's like the rabbit ears on the $1 coins. It seems to be in that exact same spot. And the 1999 10-cent piece where they're always in the tail. You know, you get them on the 0 and the 1, but they're always in the tail. So, you know, there's the coins you can, well, I know anyway from checking so many that there's certain ones that have got patterns throughout different years. You know, the 99 that happens on the 2000 and 2001 where you got them in the tail, and the 2008 and the 2010s. Anyhow, bit of waffle, but yeah, jot them all down because I can't remember everything I'm saying, you know. I just get on the run, tell you guys, and so jot it all down and look for these coins. the 1981 Canadian minute, I've got a close-up video for that, so go and have a look at that one. The 1994, the large SD, to see the other ones, I've done close-ups with that on other videos. I think I might even have a close-up video just on the large SDs that you can have a look at, but I'm going to show it anyway. Alright, so now onto the $1 to finish it off. Okay, so what we've got is the $1 coins. 29 of them I got here. So here, 1986, year of peace. Kept it because it's in really good condition. So another one I think I've found 2 so far in the last week that are really top condition. Always keep the nice ones, make sets of them, that's what I'm doing, so I've got all these ones too. Well, I'll go across them, and then there's a 1988 bicentennial, just nice condition one. 1997, Sir Charles Kingford Smith, nice condition. 2002, really nice condition. Year of the Outback. 2005, end of year of World War II, commemorative. Then a 2009 pension. It's a little bit better. They're hard to find in good nick, these ones. It's a little bit better than the one I had in my video I did on $1 coins. And then 2019 Mobberoos. If they're in really good nick now, I'll keep it. I've kept about 10 or so. That's all, but really good condition, because there's 8.7 million of them, but there is a few around. But you know, in 10 years and 20 years, you know, if you really can afford it, keep every one you can, because they're sort of low mintage, but the ones in top condition in those years' time are the ones that are going to be worth good money. You know, you're going to 10 times the face value for sure. So I keep them in really good nick. So that one's a really nice condition IRB 2019. Then down here, I found another 1991 Mobberoos, only supposed to be in mint sets and proof sets. This one's another proof. I found one only 2 noodles back. So a second proof. Yeah, so there's only just over 41,000 of the proof coins, and you can tell the proofs behind the letter in here, usually around the outside a little bit, and in the eye socket, anywhere where there's a bit of a protection, you'll see what I would call glint of gold, a gold glint, not your normal, like this one's really top nick, you know, that's a top nick. This is actually under theirs a gold, because they're proofs, they get highly polished planchets, the dies are highly polished, and they get double struck, so they're really, you get a really nice imprint. So anyway, so look out for the gold glint that's in there. It's around the edge, around there. You turn it around, you'll know. And plus, that one's not supposed to be in circulation, so you can pick that out, but you could get other ones that are in circulation and are in proof sets that somebody's got out of the proof set. So look out for that's the best I can say, it's a mirror, a gold mirror behind there, and it stands out. You'll see it, all little bits and pieces all over. No matter how bad it wears, there'll always be a spot somewhere. My last video I showed up close the what to look for on that, so have a look at that one. And then I've got, I'll go this way, 2014 Mobberoos, extremely low mintage, 1 million, third lowest of the dollar coins, the lowest being the 2020 JC Mobberoos, if they exist outside of mint sets, who knows, but by the mint There's 33,000 of them being minted, so so far it has double stars asterisk next to it, which means it's partial mintage figure. So I haven't found one yet, a 2020, $1, but that's a really good score. And the second lowest is the changeover $1, because that is a mob of ruse. The design of it is on the front, on the obverse. The reverse of it is a mob of ruse, so it is a mob of ruse. So it is the second lowest at 560,000. Then comes the 2014 at 1 million. Okay, and then next we've got the 2019 Post Office A to Z's. 300 and I've been saying 360. I looked at 390,000. Somebody had told me 380,000. Somebody told me, so they're around 360, 380,000. Very low mintage anyway. So all in nice condition too. X has probably got the most marks on it, then the V, but all nice. So F for football, H for Hills hoist. Every Aussie home had a clothes hoist outside, and it was a Hills hoist. That's what that picture is. It was a famous for clothes drying hoist outside. Then we got Vegemite. V for Vegemite. I don't like it so much. Not bad, but I'm not overly keen on it. And then we got X for Zemtipi. And then the elusive Zupa Duper, and in really nice condition too. And I was saying, my last video, where are they? Where's the Zupa Dupers? And look, I think it was one of the first ones I found. I actually showed it as I cracked these open. So that's nice. And I need, I've got a second set going. I need the V in my second set and the Z. I think I already found another X. The V and the Z will be going into that one. I've got those two. Yeah. So my second set's building. I still need 3 KPU for the other set to be completed. And then over here is the Anzacs. So I've got two 2014s. Again, I keep them because there's 5 Anzac coins in a set. 2014, 2015, a 2016, 2017 and a 2018. I'm missing one of them here. So these are higher mintage at 22 million. But I still keep them, so keep the best ones. You'll find good ones in the 2014s anyway. And then here I've got a 2015, which a little bit scuffy, but they're the lowest mintage of the Anzacs at 1.4 million. And then this one is a 2016, which is the highest of the 4, the 15, 16, 17, 18 at 2.9 million. And then I got a 2018, which is, well, 17 and the 18 I find being the harder two to find. So the 2018 is 2 million. Yeah, so I missed out getting a 2017 there for a set. But I've got 2017, so that's fine. So 2 14s, a 2015, 2016 and a 2018. Very nice. Then down here I've got the 2003 women's suffrage coins. I've got heaps of these. This is the large design and the small design, so there are 2 designs on these coins. I minted 10 million. The mint doesn't know which ones they minted first, how many they minted of each other, so they're varieties of each other. These are small design. At the first prong there's about 0.8 of a mil showing. Around the edge, between the design and the rim, it's about 0.8. On the big, large design, there's about 0.12 of a tip of that trident prong going to the rim, and again only about 0.3 or so distance between the rim and the design. They stand out. You pick them out when you find them. You'll see the difference just by looking at the bottom there. But that trident's the dead giveaway. The small one has a prong going up, and the large one basically doesn't have one. It's nearly straight to the rim, that bottom bar. So I've kept these just to show. I've got 6 to 2. I've had a look and these are taken off pretty much. So I was saying before that it was 2 to 1, too large to very small. But I'm definitely now, like on my last one, saying that it's going to be 3 to 1. So 3 large to 1 small. So yeah, so look for them, get a pair of them. That one's in nice condition, get a set, and that's it. I'll go through mine. I'm just going to keep the very best in sets and cull them out because I've got a few. Not the small ones, I'll be keeping them. I won't be throwing any of them. Keep all your small ones, all of them, don't throw any back. The big ones, keep your best ones and toss the rest. Then we got the Royal Mint, Royal Canberra Mint released A, U and S coins. They have a 35 for 35 years of $1, and they have a privy mark just here. This one's an A, this one's a U, and this one's an S for Oz. And you found them, registered, and you could win prizes. It's all finished now. These are 2019s. And so, yeah, very nice. I like these coins. I'll be keeping all of them. I don't care what condition they're in. They've got privy marks on them. Anything with a privy mark, believe me, keep them. Completely different to your mint mark and everything else. That's a privy mark. That's saying that it was minted on a press in Canberra. Okay, so keep all your, call it there, all your mint mark ones. I said that, you've got to look out for, these ones have got mint marks. So that's it, covered all that. Nice coins, excellent, happy with that anyway. Real nice, that one, gotta say. The 2014, the 1991, absolute beautiful, only 41,000, beautiful. Finish it off there. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Hope again everyone's picking up stuff to learn. Jot it all down because I can't remember everything I'm doing in all these videos. It's not scripted, nothing. I just free flow. Yeah, so until my next video, thanks a lot again and bye bye.